Hi everyone! I am Elena Rose El Castañares, and today we were going to talk about periodic table of elements and other related topics. So whether you are a chemistry lover or not, let's get started. Periodic table of elements is a tabular array of the chemical elements organized by atomic number in an increasing order. So let's take hydrogen for example. So since hydrogen has an atomic number 1, it means that hydrogen has the lowest atomic number among the 118 elements that we can found on the periodic table. Tracing back the history of the creation of the periodic table brings us back on September 3 to 5, 1860, wherein the Chemical Congress was held in Germany. It was at this meeting that the Italian chemist Stanislao Cannizzaro reintroduced a theory proposed by Amedeo Avogadro in which valence could be used to establish a self-consistent set of true absolute atomic weights. This idea led two chemists in the audience, Lothar Meyer and Dmitry Mendeleev, to propose their own version of the periodic table. But it was Mendeleev's version that was published first and eventually became standardized. But before Dmitry Mendeleev's most successful version of the periodic table of elements, there were early attempts made by Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner in 1817 and Jan Alexander Newlands in 1864. Today's periodic table was based on Mendeleev's version, but with the introduction of atomic numbers in 1912. So instead of using atomic mass in arranging the elements, atomic numbers were used. Since we were done discussing the history of the periodic table of elements, let's now move on to the atomic number and atomic symbol. Yung atomic symbol ng ating element ay mula sa Latin, English, and Greek words. Kung mapapansin niyo sa ating periodic table, kadalasan na ginagamit na symbol ng mga elements ay yung first letter ng kanilang pangalan. Pero yung iba naman, it's a combination of the first and the second letter, or yung first tsaka yung third letter, at yung first and the fourth letter, which is medyo rare lang siya sa mga elements na nandoon sa periodic table natin. So kagaya ng nitrogen na yung simbolo niya is N, so the first letter of the name was used. Pero doon naman sa kay iron, which is Fe, pero bakit nga ba Fe yung symbol ni iron doon sa ating periodic table? It's because yung Latin name ni iron is ferrous. And yung first letter, tsaka yung second letter ng Latin name niya ay yung ginamit na symbol para sa kanya. Yung kay cadmium naman, yung ginamit is yung first and the third letter. So yung symbol ni cadmium is Cd. Usapan naman natin yung atomic number. The atomic number is the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom of that element. So, ibig sabihin kung ano man yung atomic number ng isang element ay ganoon din ang dami ng protons na makikita sa kanyang atom. So, yung mga atomic numbers sa periodic table ay kadalasan natin na nakikita sa top ng atomic symbol ng element. Pero minsan, yung mga atomic numbers sa ibang periodic table of elements ay makikita sa upper left corner ng mga box. So dito, si manganese ay mayroong atomic number na 25. Therefore, ang dami ng protons na makikita sa kanyang atom, sa nucleus ng kanyang atom ay also 25. The atomic number is the number of protons found in the nucleus of an atom of that element. So, ibig sabihin kung ano man yung atomic number ng isang element ay ganoon din ang dami ng protons na makikita sa kanyang atom. So, Yung mga atomic numbers sa periodic table ay kadalasan natin na nakikita sa top ng atomic symbol ng element. Pero minsan, yung mga atomic numbers sa ibang periodic table of elements ay makikita sa upper left corner ng mga box. So dito, si manganese ay mayroong atomic number na 25. Therefore, ang dami ng protons na makikita sa kanyang atom, sa nucleus ng kanyang atom ay also 25. Let's take a look at our periodic table. So, as we can see, yung mga boxes ng mga elements ay naka-arrange siya into grid of vertical columns, yung tinatawag natin na groups. Minsan naman ay tinatawag din na family. Ito sila. Tapos naman yung mga naka-horizontal rows, yun yung tinatawag natin na periods. So yung groups, naka-number yan sila from 1 to 8, tapos may naka-attach na letter, either A or B. So yung mga main group elements, itong 2 columns from the left side of the element, tapos yung nanditong 6 columns naman from the right side of the periodic table of elements, sila yung mga main group elements. So, yung mga groups nila naka-number from 1 to 8, tapos may naka-attach na letter A. Samantalang yung nandito naman sa gitna, sila yung tinatawag na transition elements. So, lahat ng mga groups nila naka-number din from 1 to 8, tapos may naka-attach na letter B. Placed below the main body of the periodic table, makikita natin ang dalawang horizontal series of inner transition elements, the lanthanides and the actinides. So they are located between the elements in group 3B and group 4B. Kaya nga nang sabi ko kanina na ang mga groups ay tinatawag din ng mga families. So like for example, dito sa group 3A, tinatawag din siya na boron family. Yung group 4A naman ay binansagan din na carbon family. So other families are identified based on the name of the first element in the group. Lagi nating tandaan na yung mga elements under the same group share similar properties. So dito sa group 1A, lahat ng mga elements maliban kay hydrogen ay mga alkali metals. Dito naman sa group 2A, lahat ng mga elements ay alkaline earth metals. Ang mga elements na nabilong sa group 7A ay tinatawag na halogens. Samantalang ang mga elements naman doon sa group 8A ay tinatawag na noble gases, gaya na lamang ng helium at argon. So there are 3 classifications of the elements in our periodic table. Ang nagiging basihan ng valence electron ng mga elements. So for example, we have here titanium. So since si titanium ay nabilong kay group 4B, yung number ng kanyang valence electron ay also 4. So pareho din yan kay chromium. So since si chromium nabilong kay group 6B, yung kanyang number of valence electron is also 6. So the rest of the elements follows. The first classification of the elements is the metal. So lahat ng mga elements na may shade of blue, mga metals yan sila lahat. So it includes the transition elements, the inner transition elements, at yung mga elements na nabilong dito sa main group elements. These metal elements are located in the large lower left portion of the periodic table. Halos 3/4 ng mga elements na nasa periodic table ay mga metals. Ang mga metals ay generally shiny solids at room temperature, maliban na lamang kay mercury na liquid in form. So they are conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are malleable or can be tooled into sheets and are ductile.
Another classification is non-metal. So yung mga napapansin natin na elements na color yellow dito sa ating periodic table, lahat yan sila ay mga non-metals. So they lie in the small upper right portion of the periodic table with the exception of hydrogen, which can be seen on the left side of the table. They are generally gases or dull brittle solids at room temperature except for bromine, which is liquid. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. The last classification of elements is the metalloids or kilala rin bilang semi-metals. So yung kanilang properties, they both have the properties of metals and also the non-metals. There are only 6 elements na nabilong sa metalloids. So these elements are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, and tellurium. Ang number of protons na makikita sa nucleus ng atom ng isang element ay equal sa atomic number ng nasabing element. Let's take iodine as an example. Iodine has an atomic number 53. Therefore, ang number of protons na present sa kanyang atom ay also 53. Pero paano naman natin malalaman yung number of neutrons na present sa atom ni iodine? To solve for the number of neutrons na present doon sa atom ni iodine, we need to use the formula. The number of neutrons is equal to the element's atomic mass minus its atomic number. So since iodine has an atomic mass of 126 and 904 thousandths minus the atomic number of iodine, which is 53, so 126 and 904 thousandths minus 53 is equal to 73 and 904 thousandths. But we need to round it off. So we get 74. Therefore, the number of neutrons present in the atom of iodine is 74 neutrons.